Hi YouTube, it's Oyabun. So here's a new and improved Digy. I still have a lot of work to do for this shader, and I've reached out to Ben Ayers, who created Genshin Shader, and using the modified blueprint, I was able to accomplish not only fixing the shadow of her, but also not making her a full-on flashlight. So the project that I'm working on is I love the Yakuza Game series in RGG, and I'm like, why don't I just make a VRoid version of that? So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I got this whole entire prefab set, this whole entire world set of Tokyo. And this is amazing. I love this. And, you know, we'll just go this way. Here, let's walk. There's many things that I can customize, especially up there. I don't know if you can tell, but within over here. Then is it within over there or over here? I think it's over there. So that way. A train can pop out. So I'm going to be animating with a sequence, a train that goes by, maybe like every minute. I'm also going to be modifying a lot of stuff in here, putting in my own billboards to make it very much like Shibuya or whatever, but outside the city, I would like to create an ocean. So mix it so it's not necessarily downtown Tokyo. Maybe a city that's very much similar. And also, things like this right here, I want to set up for parkour where I can actually climb up and then parkour around this city. I also want to expand it because I can show you that they set up barriers to make it look like, oh, I can't go beyond there. Of course I can jump over there, but they set up an invisible wall barrier. So all I had to do is just get rid of that and then expand the map. See? And just create more architecture that way or that way so I can create busier streets or just keep moving it, you know, this way. So I have more streets to go down. But this is a good start. But yeah, all of this stuff is customizable. These characters, you can totally do that. And I would like to create a day-night cycle, which would be really cool. But essentially, I'm showcasing Digy, but Diggy's not going to be. I don't know if Diggy's going to be the controllable character. So you know what's great about that? We have emission lights, so we can have. And the problem with the Genshin shader is it relies on emissions to make it look not like a shitty VR chat model. That's how they get that effect in dark rooms for using Warudo or any VTuber program. So right now she's a constant. I could bump up the emissions and the brightness so she is bright and you can see all the full features. But then if there's a day-night cycle or whatever, or if I'm like right here in the shade, or if I'm over here and I get too close to the wall, I will be lighting up the wall. And that's something I just don't want to do for the game. So there are other toon shaders out there that I can experiment with. See, like right here. See how you can notice I'm blocked, but I would love to make more neighborhood stuff down that way. You are so hungry? All right, let's go have lunch. But you see right here, I could create more stuff. Oh, and okay, now how are we gonna do this? How are we going to kind of like replicate the Yakuza style? Well, all right, make it look more like the fictitious areas of Japan, but also having free flow combat, because I can create a nav area, nav mesh area, and then put AI bots in those. So let's say, for instance, if I go right here and I go down here and there's a nav mesh in this area, I could put 2 AIs in here, and as soon as you get into this area, they'll be active and want to beat you up. And then we have like free flow combat is like the Batman Arkham style, or like the Spider-Man style, where you can jump back and forth and fighting people. But it's only active when it only activates when you're in an atmosphere and you're close to the AI. So you get close to the AIs, and the AIs can attack you, and you can attack them. So, all right, that's an update video that I'm going to be working on right now, and I will see you later. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and more updated videos, and hopefully more better tutorials. Better tutorials coming. More comprehensive tutorials coming soon.